At the place of separation, not only is he sustained by God, but he is shielded by God. And that is today's Morning Moxie. Welcome to the Morning Moxie Show. I am your host, Alicia Sharp, and today we have part 2 of Priscilla Shirer talking about a place of separation. Here's Priscilla.
Y'all, but that's not it. Listen, chapter 18 of 1 Kings. We don't even have time to go into all this stuff. Y'all all right? Listen, I'm almost done. I get excited about this. Can you tell? Listen, 1 Kings chapter 18, we find out that King Ahab has been searching to and fro, nation to nation. He wants Elijah's head on a platter. Elijah does not know this. He's sitting down at the brook, chilling out, having a drink of water, enjoying himself. All the while, there is a price on his head. So at the place of separation, not only is he sustained by God, but he's shielded by God. And listen, he's shielded by God from something that he doesn't even know he needs shielding from. The reason why you and I need to surrender to Cherith is because there are some things you don't even know you need to be shielded from. There are some relationships you can't see right now that 10 years from now, they are going to be the worst decisions that you could ever make. And so God separates you to save you from disasters you do not even know are coming. Amen. There is a financial debacle you don't even know about that he's saving you from. There is a relational strain you can't see now that he is saving you from. There is something from your vantage point and my vantage point at this stage, in this season, at this age, we cannot detect, but God, in his sovereignty and in his grace and in his mercy, he will allow us to be in a position where we are shielded and don't even know it. Y'all, can I just tell y'all, there are some things I look back on. Listen, I am so grateful for unanswered prayers that I don't know what to do. Y'all know what I'm talking about? If God had given me half the stuff I was begging him for when I was 20, where are the 20-year-olds? 20-year-olds, where are you? 19, 20? Listen to your mama. Just do what your mama says. Gosh, I'm so grateful now when I look back that some of the things that I begged my God for, he said no to. Because in doing that, in causing me, commanding me, making me separate myself from stuff I really wanted, he was in essence shielding me, protecting me in ways I could never imagine. So if you choose not to yield to the separation, if you choose to stay connected to the people, the places, the habits, the choices, the dreams, the ambitions you've always had, you need to know you are putting yourself right smack dab in the face of danger. The reason why he separates us is because he's guarding us at the same time. Y'all, I remember being in an airplane. I don't remember where we were going, but I remember it was one of the scariest times I ever had on an airplane because out of nowhere, it was smooth sailing. People were up going to the bathroom. Folks were getting drinks. People were, hanging out, talking, whatever. Normal, smooth. I think I was getting some work done. And all of a sudden, that plane just dropped. I don't know how far it dropped. I don't know, but I remember bags went flying everywhere. People fell to the ground. It was just this moment when you think, a few seconds later, the pilot came on. He said, I want to tell you guys, I'm so sorry. I had to make a very, very quick decision. The control tower came on to let me know that we were on the same flight path as another plane. And if we did not immediately drop to a different altitude, obviously there was going to be a horrendous disaster. So I want to tell you guys, I am sorry for the momentary discomfort. Listen, I want you to know, after I found out the reason for the moment discomfort, you better believe that as all of us filed off that plane, we looked at that pilot and said, thank you. Thank you. Because that momentary discomfort saved our lives. Oh, and thank God that the pilot was not leaning to his own understanding, but was listening to the control tower that had a different, more broad perspective and was able to see the whole picture. That is why the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5 and 6 says, listen, don't think you're so smart that you can lean to your own understanding. You better acknowledge him in all your ways. He's the one who will make the path straight. He has a broader perspective, a different vantage point. He sees the end from the beginning more than you can ever see with your own eyes. And so when there's going to be momentary discomfort, you say, thank you. Because he's shielding you. And then finally, I've talked so long. Listen, just one more thing, because this is too good to miss. He sustains him with the brook. That is a natural resource. Listen, God did not create the brook and then send Elijah to it. The brook had always been there. Elijah just now knew about it because he yielded to the separation. Can I just tell you, there are some big, huge, amazing, fabulous, fantastic, unbelievable blessings that are already in your life. You just cannot see them. You have not experienced the benefit of them because you won't. And when you do, you start going, oh, look at my husband. He's actually amazing. Not my husband, I'm saying. My husband's amazing every day. There are some things, sometimes God doesn't need to do a miracle. You just need to appreciate the miracles he's like already doing all the time. Separating opens your eyes to see the brooks that are already around you, okay? But then he says, I'm sending ravens. Bread and meat in the morning. Bread and meat in the evenings. And every day, y'all, it seems like scholars say he was probably at this body of water for a year and a half. Every day. For a year and a half. Bread and meat in the morning. Bread and meat in the evening. Ravens are the most restless of all bird species. Do you remember? Noah sent one bird out from the ark, a dove. The dove returned. He sent the raven out. The raven is the one that never returned. That's because ravens, their species, their innate sense, is to never return to the same place twice. They are the most greedy of all animals, so greedy that of all bird species, so greedy that they will steal meals from other birds in their vicinity. That's where we get the term ravenous. When we are that hungry, it means it doesn't matter what kind of buffet it is. You're just glad it's a buffet. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Listen, for me, I don't have to be hungry to eat. Eating is a hobby. Can I get somebody to say amen? Okay. So God picks, listen, y'all. God picks the most unlikely, the most unreasonable, the most irrational bird species. If he would have sent a dove, maybe we could have explained it. If he would have picked a pigeon, maybe we could have explained it. But God said, let me figure out what is the most unlikely bird that I made in my creation. The one I know nobody, when they're talking about this story in the year 2015, they still will not be able to explain away. No scientist, no matter how brilliant they are, no person that studies birds and their habits, never will anybody ever be able to explain how a raven for more than a year came back to the same place at the same 2 times every day. Let me tell you the reason why he wants to separate you. Because in the place of separation, not only does he sustain you, and not only does he shield you, but y'all, it's in that place that he will just plain old, flat out surprise you. where he sets you up to be blown away at the unbelievable ways he is taking care of you and covering you and providing for you. He wants to bring solutions into your lives that honestly you didn't even pray for, because the best request you could come up with didn't even touch the fringe of possibility of what God had in mind for this particular circumstance. Listen, he wants to bring this kind of miracle into your life. The Ephesians 3:20 variety. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above and beyond all you can ask. And if you can't ask it because your brain can't even come up with the right words to verbalize it, that's okay. He says, just think it and I can do past that. That's what he does.
That was Priscilla Shirer, and you can find that whole clip on YouTube if you search under Going Beyond Ministries, A Place of Separation. You can also find out more information about Priscilla at her website, goingbeyond.com. She's got lots of great material there, books, devotionals, and all kinds of great resources for you to grow in your faith. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day today and that you are richly blessed and that you just remember all that Jesus has done for you, because he loves you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again tomorrow. God bless.